Hello, hello, and welcome. Today is February 13th, 2025, Thursday. My name is Rafi Sosikian, and I am once again demonstrating the trading results, the live trading results that the Price Action Pivoter V5Ai automated trading system for NinjaTrader had trading the SPOOs, ES. So today was yet again a very good day. Thank God we had another good day again today. The system had several trades. Most of them were long, one short trade, as you can see. And I'm going to quickly glance over the trades so you can see them, and then we'll quickly discuss them as well so you can get an idea of what's going on. All right, so again, this is a continuation of the trades that I set up Monday night. And the system has been running without any reboot of the system since Monday night. So it took trades Tuesday, Wednesday, and now Thursday. The trades are set to run between 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time until 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and they are set to flatten everything 1 minute before RTH close at 12:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. My profit target has been unchanged, $1,200. My stop is unchanged at $500, and I have a couple of different trailing stops that are active and running, and you'll see most of those exits are off of those trailing stops, with the exception of the profit target that it hit, and so which was right there, that profit target, that one. The rest of the trades were all pretty much, for today at least, all part of the trailing stop that moves. There are a couple of trailing stops that move the stop. So one of them is a hard money trailing stop, which is at $800. And it moves the stop to 50% away from the unrealized peak high if you're in a long trade, or to the unrealized peak low if you're in a short trade. The other part of it is a $400 hard money for the trailing stop, but it also must be combined with the AI signal. You must get an adverse AI signal to the trade direction that you're in, plus price action that warrants moving the stop, and that will move it at 50% away again from the unrealized peak high if you're in a long trade, or the unrealized peak low if you're in a short trade. So going over today's trades, the first trade was at 648. Long trade, booked the stop, booked the profit rather, the unrealized profit right there by moving the stop to book it. It went up right there, came back down, small win. Second one, back at it again, small win. Third one, back at it again, small win. I say small win, it's generally like the first one was like less than 3 handles. The second one was approximately, about 5 handles. The third one is approximately 5 handles, and so on. So relatively small. This trade was a short trade, so the signals went from long to short right there, and it almost nailed that. That was the absolute top right there in that scenario, so it almost nailed it right there. So it went short and booked it again, the unrealized profit. This one was the profit target. So this one was a monster trade. We had significant volatility in this area, but then it took off and just booked the profit target. And the final trade of the day was right here. Again, this was a time exit. So in this video, I get to demonstrate that as well, where you can see the time exit. So you could see it at 12:59, it got the flatten everything order, and by the open of the 1 o'clock bar, boom, it booked it, and it happened to be like the near almost absolute top. That little upper shadow right there was the absolute top, but it came in right below it. And so that was it for today. I want to show you the overall performance for just essentially the last 3 days of trading. So we had 14 trades, 100% win rate, $5,712. We're trading the SPOOs. Let's analyze that. So 11, 12, 13, 3 days on Tuesday, 5 trades yesterday, Wednesday, 6 trades today. 100% win rate. That's your maximum favorable excursion. That's your MFE. That's the average. And then the MAE, that's the adverse excursion. So your maximum adverse excursion. This is when the trade goes against you. Okay, so it went against us on average $145, against us $152, against us $181, but it went for us in our direction $597, $775, $833, etc. So that's what that means. But 3, 5, 6, 100% win rate. Now, I said this on Tuesday's video when we had 100% win rate. I said, guys, not every day is going to be like this. I said it again yesterday's video. Not every day is going to be like this where we get 100% win rate. Today's video, I'm saying it again. Not every day is going to be like this where we get 100% win rate. There will for sure be losing days. That's how every system works. There's going to be losing days. But it's just absolutely cooking it. These past few days, it's doing really well. And all I have to say is, thank God. Thank the Lord. No matter what happens? That's got to be our attitude, guys. I've said this in other videos as well. The attitude is, thank God if you win, and if you lose, thank God for the opportunity. Okay, because we have to have the right mindset, the right mind frame, the right frame of mind, whatever you want to call it. It just has to be an attitude of gratitude, because that keeps the stress away. All right, having stress is the #1 worst enemy of a trader. Okay, it's that stress that causes us to break our own rules. Stress does that every single time without fail. So if we control the stress, a lot of the mistakes that can happen in trading go away. Not all of them, but many of them will go away. So it's a very good idea to be very thankful and have the right attitude of gratitude throughout the day, no matter what happens. So the last 3 days have been peaceful, and it's been working out really well. So let's go and take a look at the actual trades. So you can see, again, this is just a continuation. You can see these exact trades yesterday's in the previous day's video and yesterday's video. So it's not that you haven't seen this before. If you've been watching the videos, hopefully you've been watching the entirety of the video. So nothing here that I'm saying is going to be like, whoa, I didn't see that. Because I want you guys to watch the entire thing so you get the full benefit of everything that I'm sharing. So if we were to synopsize this and just take a look at it from sort of a higher viewpoint perspective, we would see that the system had mostly long trades, a couple of profit targets were hit. Most of them, you can see, the trailing stop is what has been booking the unrealized profit. Okay, and so let's take a look at the parameters that I use for the strategy. Here we go. All right, so it's still running Monday through Friday, but again, I want to stress this again. Right now, I'm going to take a look at my resources before I even show you guys the strategy. All right, so with the video running, and the time, by the way, guys, is 2:34 right now, Pacific Standard Time. So it's the lunch hour. The market is closed for the lunch hour, obviously. So we're at 60% usage, all right? That's the number that I'm watching significantly. I mean, I obviously don't want this to get to 100% either. So if it were to spike to 100% here, or even at 95% or something like that, it's time for a reboot. If it spikes here to 80% or more, it's time for a reboot. And I've been watching it on and off, and it has not. So I'm going to, so far, not reboot, but I may have to reboot. And if you guys run into that, you look at your stats and you're like, whoa, it's getting high, don't take the risk. Okay, reboot. So it's 6:30 to 12:30 is the start and end times. I'm looking for both directions. It's enabled. The desired profit is 12.50. So this question is coming up as to how to get the desired profit. Again, a couple of different ways you can do that. One is if you have enough experience looking at the ranges, you would know that in a couple of hours, which is what we're trying to get the answer to, what is possible. It's not that it's going to happen, is what's possible, okay? So I've trained the model. In essence, this number right here, the 1250, is training the model that is collecting the data, and that model is, the data rather, is being collected in the CSV file automatically for you. You don't have to do anything. This is the CSV file. And so the last data that it has is today at 2:13, 1:59 p.m. That's 13:59, 1:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's military time. And it was collecting the data this entire time. All right, guys, so let me go up and down so you can see. All right, it's collecting the data. And so basically, it's answering this question. In fact, I should show you the signals too. So here are the signals that it's writing to. Okay, so it's answering the question, guys. There's a question that's being answered. Can I get to my $1,250 desired profit? Let me get back there again. $1,250 desired profit over the next 2 hours, with a higher than 80% probability before I hit my stop of $500 based on past data. Based on past data. Can I do that? Okay. The HigherEdgeAi model, which is that model, the HigherEdgeAi model, okay, is answering that question. That's an LSTM model. It's a machine learning model, just to keep it simplified, that is answering that question. That's the crux of it. It's a lot of code to answer that one question, okay? So that's what this whole model is trying to do. Now, can you use $1,250 for any instrument whatsoever? No. You can technically. The answer is yes, technically. You could try it, but if you, let's say, are trading an instrument that doesn't get to $1,200 the whole day, right? And it hasn't done so in the last 5 days of data that you collected, or last 6 days, or whatever number of days. Let's just assume you collected 5 days of data. It has never done so. How do you expect a signal from the LSTM model? It doesn't have anything to base it on. It says I'm never going to get to $1,250 if I just has never once got there previously. Okay, so that's how you have to think about it. Can NQ get to 1250? Greatest of ease in 2 hours. I mean, NQ can, in a single bar can get to $1,250. Okay, in one bar. It's very possible for NQ to do that. It's also possible for ES to do that, but it's far more possible for NQ to do that. Why is it more possible for NQ to do that? Very simple. You have less professionals that are trading on NQ, and therefore you have significantly less volume on NQ than you do on ES. ES's volume is typically 3x that of the volume of NQ. More volume means more stability. Less volume means more volatility. And so if you have more volatility in NQ, you're going to have huge price spikes, okay, in a single bar. So in a single bar, your profit target can get hit. In a single bar, your stop can get hit. In fact, in a third of a bar, if your stop is low, that stop can get hit in NQ. So NQ is a beast, okay? That's just a beast of an index. But, it's just whatever you decide to trade, just remember that, okay? So that's desired profit. And I am using $5,000 net session profit limit, $1,000 net session loss limit, maximum of 20 trades per day, 5 consecutive loss switch. That means that if I lose 5 times in a row, it's going to start looking for another direction. So if I had 5 long trades and they all lost, then it's going to switch and look for short trades. However, since I only have this at $1,000, if I were to take 2 consecutive losses at $500, which is right there, my stop, it would be already over. Okay, so it would stop looking for further trades. So this is the stop, this is the trailing stop rather that I was referencing earlier. 800, 450, 800, 450. That 800 is hard money plus price action, no AI signal. It just moves the stop 50% to 50% away from the unrealized peak high of that trade. The second portion of it, this part, the 400, that is $400 hard money plus an adverse AI signal to the trade direction that you're in, plus price action. That's also adverse. Then it's going to move the stop to 50% away from the unrealized peak high if you're in a long trade, or unrealized peak low if you're in a short trade. Profit target is 1,200. My risk per trade is 500, and I am trading exactly 1 contract. Okay, guys? So just remember, these are the results. We cannot expect, in all honesty, 100% win rates going forward. It's just not possible, in my opinion. Okay, and I'm the developer of this thing. I'm telling you, it's not possible. All right, it's been going really well these last few days. All right, but as I've said, we're thankful on good days, and we're also thankful on bad days. We're thankful for the win on good days. We're thankful for the opportunity on bad days. All right, as long as we're thankful, that attitude of gratitude, then things tend to go more our way, and we have less stress. In fact, let me share one more thing so you guys can see. These are the trades from yesterday in case there are non-believers, and I love the non-believers, okay? You guys are great people. So to the non-believers, here we go. That was 211. Non-believers, 212. Non-believers Incorporated. Non-believers LLC. Okay, 212. And finally, 213. That's today. All right, guys, it's still running. So I may have to reboot tonight. We'll see. All right, that's where we're at right now. So we'll see. Till next time, take care of yourselves and God bless.